Hello everyone, welcome to another video, another planty video. It is me, Desiree, and before we get started, I have to say a heartfelt thank you for all the kind comments on my last video. I hadn't put up a video in a month. I'm going through a hard time, and I was blown away by the love and support and kindness that you guys showed in the comments. I know I haven't responded to the comments yet. I will, I promise. It's just a lot, you know. But I really appreciate it. I read each one and just was like, each one was better than the last one. You guys are the best. You're so kind to me, and I just want to say thank you so much for all the kind, supportive words that you shared with me in my last video. Okay, anyway, I have a plant, okay? I tell you, I'm going through a hard time, okay? There are some plants that are going to just not make it and not be able to handle it. Like this one. This used to be a fern. Where did the fern go? Well, he got evicted, okay? Because I forgot about it outside, okay? Now during the summertime, and now, you know, when it's warm overnight as well, I like to water most of the plants outside. Some of them I still water on the kitchen counter in the little containers and stuff, but most of them I'm gonna throw them outside in a big container of water and leave it there all day long, sometimes for 2 days, sometimes when I feel like it, okay? But I mostly water ones out there that I know I can forget about for at least a day or two, and I know they can handle intense heat and direct sun. And a lot of plants, more plants than you think, can handle some direct sun. But the fern couldn't do it. He couldn't hack it, so he was evicted. So I'm gonna reuse his pot for this plant here. This, oddly enough, is not one that I forgot about or anything like that. It suddenly just had a temper tantrum. I don't know why, but this is a Cebu Blue Pothos. This is the Cebu Blue from my original video that I did comparing 3 Cebu Blue plants. I think it's like the most viewed. I think a lot of people found my channel from that video because it got a lot of views. But suddenly, it just decided to be a little diva, had a temper tantrum. I don't know why. It still looks good, I guess. I think it still looks good. It has a lot of yellow leaves all of a sudden, and it put out a ton of just long vines with no leaves on them. So yeah, I kind of want to give this one a little bit of a glow up. I kind of want to just reuse the pot that it's in, but I also thought, I don't know, just switch it out. We'll see what I end up doing. I might just keep it in the pot that it's in, but I do, actually, you know what, I think this might be too big. I don't even know if there's that much plant in here. We'll see what kind of pot I put it in, but this is the plant I do want to give a little love to, a little TLC, clean up all these dead leaves, cut off all these long vines, and just kind of redo it. Kind of fixing a crusty plant, if you will. Okay, what am I doing? Let me adjust the camera and we will be right back. Let's see if I get it right this time. I can never figure this out to do the best angle. That looks okay, right? Okay, so this is the plant. It looks very good, but there's a lot of dead stuff in here. Hold on, it's turning my phone on and off. The vines are touching the screen. It's really big. It's a lot longer than I anticipated. I am going to cut off these vines, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to save any of them. Like, there's a ton of nodes here and like little parts. I guess I could plant that and stuff, but I don't know. It's funny because I'm gonna cut these off and throw them away, but there was another time where I was wanting to save a stick, and I did respond to those comments. People had asked, I'll take those sticks. I don't remember what it was that I was cutting. Was it the bobsea? But I had a couple sticks left that had nodes on them, and I responded to the comments and no one responded back saying that they wanted them, because I was like, yeah, I'll give them to you. If you're local, of course, I mean, I'll mail them, I don't even care. But no one responded, nobody wanted them. I don't even know what plant it was at this point. But if you ever leave, if I'm getting rid of something and you leave me a comment saying you want it, and I do say, I'll give it to you, you just gotta come and get it or pay for postage or something, I'll send it to you. You gotta respond back, otherwise that plant is gonna go to greener pastures. See how there's one leaf one leaf on this whole vine right here. I'm just gonna cut this actually as short as I can. Okay, there's a leaf there though. I'm gonna cut it right here. Okay, this long, long vine. Oh, hold on. Wait. Did I trace this? Did I cut? What? Hold on. Okay, oh my God, I'm so dumb. Anyway, here's another one. There's a couple of leaves on here, but it's fine. I'm just gonna toss that too. I wonder what causes plants to just grow like this, like these long, long vines without leaves. See, there's 4 leaves right there on that one, then this like a foot long of vine, and then another leaf. I might cut this one a little bit more, but I am gonna cut this piece off here. I know there's a leaf on there, but it's okay. We got plenty of leaves to work with. Anyway, if you know what causes that, let me know, because I mean, it's kind of funny to look at a plant like this with these long vines, but also at the same time, I'm like, where are the leaves? Why have you suddenly turned yellow for some reason? See, like this one. Okay, I'm just gonna cut off the long, crazy parts for now. And we will reassess. Okay, let me just cut it right there. It's like super tangled. And everything has a spider web on it. Everything has a spider web. I went outside to get this tray. Oh, you know what? I think, who was asking me about this? Was it someone in real life or was it a comment? I don't remember. This tray that I use all the time to repot plants in the house, I got this at the Dollar Tree. It was $3. I got it at the Dollar Tree Plus. It was $3. It was in like the seasonal section, but they sold it as a boot tray, like to put in your front door to put your dirty shoes on. But it works really good to repot in the house. It's really sturdy too. And see how it's not the whole vine, because on some of these I thought maybe the whole vine had died, and that's why there were so many yellow leaves in a row. But like this yellow leaf right here, it's on a vine that's doing perfectly fine. It's kind of weird. But I don't know, it just out of nowhere got a ton of yellow leaves. And I thought, oh, did I not water it on time? But I have this plant in a spot that I see all the time, so I'm always watering it, you know? I don't think I really forget about this one too much, if at all. But I guess I wasn't giving it enough attention because it decided to show me that I was being neglectful. But there's a lot. See, look at all this on the back. It's crazy. I don't know what happened. Just kind of take it off. It'll be kind of satisfying to clean this one up though. I do have another one that I really want to repot. It's I think it's a philodendron cordatum, like the heart leaf one. It doesn't need to be repotted, but it's one of those ones that's in a big pot like this, but only it's growing on like this part of the pot and that's it. The rest of it has no plant. So I keep wanting to just put it in a nicer spot or in a nicer pot. A nicer pot in a nicer spot. Okay, I think this is gonna look better just cleaning it up. I don't even know if I need to repot it, but I kind of want to anyway because maybe that was the issue. Maybe it just needs some new soil. I really don't know. Everything with plants is just like trial and error, but what's the other word I was just gonna say? It's all, I don't remember. I was gonna say something. All right, let's get all this dead leaves out of here. Cut that piece off. Okay, look, ooh, there's another long vine here. Let's cut that. Another long vine with nothing going on. You are getting out of here. Okay. Ooh, that's a long one. This one has a ton of nodes on it. Like right next to each other. I mean, I hate to throw away 2 good leaves, you know. I don't know. I'm putting it in the trash right there. We'll see if I dig it out, but I guarantee I'm gonna forget that they're there. Okay, here's another long vine here. Let's cut that off. Another vine. I mean, this looks better already, doesn't it? Just with all the crust taken off of it. Let's try and pop off some of these yellowing leaves. I'm just gonna take them off like this. let's assess. Let's assess. Oh, there's some more dead stuff down here. Oh, I was saying everything has a spider web on it. When I was outside, I mean, I don't know, the spiders, they will build a web in like a second. I'll put a plant out there to be watered, and then I'll go check on it in like an hour, and it'll have a spider web on it. A spider web connecting the plant to the ground or something. The spider was like, I see an opportunity to make a web to catch those mosquitoes. I'm like, you know what? If they're eating the mosquitoes, put the webs in my house. I don't even care. The mosquitoes are everywhere. Oh, but I got to see a spider make a full web. Okay, I don't even know if the video looks good, but I'll put the video here on the screen. My little spider friend was sitting right outside of the rain barrel that we have, and I went to go get water, and it had a web going across the opening, and it was currently making the web, and I stood there and watched it make the whole web, and then it like went and sat right in the middle like, I'm done. You proud of me, Mom and Dad? Anyway, it was so cute. I watched the video over and over because I've never seen a spider in real life do something like that. I was so excited with life. I'm sure some of you are like, you've never seen a spider spin a web. Anyway, so he was there, so I didn't get any water. I just used the water from the hose, which was fine too. But it was so exciting. So I didn't get to do any water. But that spider I don't mind. There was a spider in the house the other day that just descended from the ceiling. So I went and caught it on his web and like carried it over to a plant. And then it made a web on the windowsill, and I was like, ugh. But it wasn't a nice web. It was just like you know the webs that black widows make? They're so ugly. They don't even try. Anyway, it was a web like that. It wasn't a black widow that I kept in the house, but it made an ugly black widow-like web. This plant had so much crap on it. And I know some of you are probably like, don't cut those things off, leaves will grow, but the plant will pump out new leaves either way. Okay, so this is looking much better. You know what? Hold on. Let's get some of these vines out of here. Or like untangle it. But I also kind of like the way it looks tangled and not just long pieces everywhere. But there's a vine. That one's okay. This one. Goodbye. I used to be so afraid to cut my plants. Like propagating plants just for the sake of it is not something I still enjoy doing. If I have a new like propagation thing or something, I'll cut some plants just to put them in there. But like cutting ones to make new ones just to have another one, I don't know why, it just doesn't interest me that much. But cutting them now I'm a little more comfortable with. But back then, I would never cut. See, like even now, I'm like, those are two good leaves though. But I gotta remember my success rate with planting propagated plants, like ones that I've cut and rooted in water, the success rate is very low. Unless it's something that's almost a guarantee, like a Monstera deliciosa, like that one, root it, pot it, it'll grow. A lot of the time, hold on. Is that turning yellow? No, it's not. I thought I saw from here my starfish snake plant turning yellow, but I think it's just the reflection from the sun. It just has a sunbeam on it and I thought it was dying. Scissors. There's another stick. I'm just cutting off everything that's like this. Okay, now we're gonna pop this out and see what we're working with in here. I'm sure it's also root bound. I've had it for a long time. Let's see what we're working with. Oh yeah, maybe it just needed to be repotted. That looks good though. I mean, sometimes roots, they just look like roots. Like I know sometimes people do repotting and they're like, those are some beautiful roots. I'm sure I've even done that. But then there are things I'm like, Are those roots? They're brown, but they still look like they're doing something. Like this piece right here looks shriveled up, but it's still growing. I'm not gonna like dislodge this too much or anything. Okay, I'm gonna put some soil in here. I'm using the Ocean Forest Fox Farm, and this is a self-watering pot. I got this from Target. I always forget to refill the self-watering part. I don't know. It's self-watering, but you gotta fill it up. Like, I always forget. Oh, this is perfect! I thought this was gonna be like way too big and way too deep. Doesn't this look so much better already? I swear, sometimes I just want to repot a plant just so I can go, look at that! Doesn't it look so much better already? Okay, let's position it a little bit. And let's take some of the crusty stuff. I don't know. I'm just gonna cover it all up with soil anyway. I don't think I brought enough out here. Enough soil. I might have to do a little refill. Oh yeah. Let me go get a couple more handfuls of soil. I'm sure there's gonna be a spider web on it. Be right back. Don't talk to me in my dirt again. All right, just gonna fill in all the sides. This looks so much better. I feel like sometimes if I just take a handful of soil and put it on the top of all of my plants, they'll instantly look better. Because sometimes, like after a while, the soil on the top just starts looking like worn out. Or it like disappears. I don't even know where it goes. And I think when I pour the water into the pot sometimes to water from the top, it like digs a hole right there and then I don't fix it. I don't know. But I feel like I need to top off a lot of plants with soil. Like even just a little handful here and there. Maybe I should do that. Get some soil, mix some fertilizer into it, like the slow release. I have one of those containers, like those little balls. I never use it. I always forget. I think I need to do that one of these days. That might be a fun thing to do this weekend. Get some soil, throw the fertilizer in it, and top off all of the plants because a ton of them need it. Oh my gosh, you know what I did yesterday? Now that I was doing that and I felt like I was smashing a leaf, I have this pothos, this golden pothos. It's very long. It's from the ceiling all the way to the floor. It's already on the ground. The plant is already growing on the ground. And I stepped on it yesterday. I stepped on it and cracked off 2 leaves. It cracked right at a node, so I went and put it in some water. We'll see what happens. I know nothing's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna use the rest of this. I couldn't bear to throw it away. Okay. Did I put too much soil? Maybe, because I filled it all the way to the brim. But, okay. Does it look any better? I don't even know. Let's assess. Okay, we're back. All right. Oh yes, it looks better. Maybe looking at it from this side, all I see is like that. But from here, it looks great. And of course, just like every single repot video I do, it looks a million times better. Why didn't I do this sooner? It looks great, great, great. And I really want to fertilize all my plants with a little soil from the top, just like top them all off. I want to cut this vine off. Do I? Let me see. Do I? But where is it? Where is it at? Don't you hate when you go to cut off a dead leaf and you accidentally cut a good leaf off? I feel like I do that on a regular basis because I trace it back. I'm like, okay, that's the stem, clip, and then a new leaf falls off and the old leaf stays there. I feel like that's what I was just about to do with this vine, like cut off a good vine instead of this one. Let me trace it back. You know what? This one looks okay. Does it? Oh, too bad, so sad. This one too. Oh look, there's another one right there. This one. Let's chop that right there. And who else? Who else is too stringy? Okay, that one. I feel like I don't know when to stop now. You know when you're cutting your bangs yourself and suddenly they're this tall because you're like, oh no, I got one piece. There's one right there, I'll cut that. Okay, the rest I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stop because before you know it, the plant is gonna be like bald and just have a little top piece. But anyway, this looks so much better. I'm so glad I did this. It looks wonderful. And I love this pot that I put it in. I got this at Target. I'm sure they don't sell them anymore because it was just there during the summer. But yes, love it so much. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Fixing a Crusty Plant, featuring my OG Cebu Blue. And it looks good as new now. It just needed a little bit of a glow up, if you will. But anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss my next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.